What's that? 2 minutes! It took me 2 minutes to swear on stage. And it's always your fault!
It's a real con now!
Okay, we're gonna start over so I don't swear in the first 2 minutes of this thing.
Do it!
That was before!
Technically, you're starting late.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fursquared 2015! For operations, the face that you will never see because he doesn't want to see yours, Pick the Ferret! He's not role-playing, he's just slow. Your director of programming and who you should blame for all the typos in the book instead of outline. I'm lying to make myself feel better. Yippee! Our director of finance and human for the con, John! Our director of technology and to keep making sure that I have enough booze that it'll kill me, Dragor! The face of the convention, the person who lets you all know where to go, what to do, and basically remind... I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, the director of registration who has made one hell of a system from scratch, I am pleased to introduce you, Kadase! The only person I've ever heard swear more than me because he had to draw half of you. Ladies and gentlemen, our Director of Artist Relations, Xander the Blue! I'm a jackass in the top hat. Let's go. Okay, I want to pander again because it was so cool. Welcome to Fursquared 2015! Of silence, all of us would just like to sit up here. These chairs are amazing. Guys, and registration has went to sleep. Guys, it is our second year at this with this convention, our second year at this hotel. And I could not be more pleased with how this has started off. A few announcements that you're going to hear the real numbers at closing ceremonies, but just so you guys know, some of you do a lot of work for the fur community, some of you do a lot of work for conventions, and when you do that, you see it from a completely different vantage point. And I got to watch donations come rolling in that are already more than half of what we got last year, and the con hadn't started yet. Oh. To beat last year's by Friday midday, which terrifies me, so thank you. And I've already heard that the art this year is even more stupendous than the poster last year. So Xander, for all the work that you did, because there is not an amount of things in this world that will make up for the amount of time you spent staring at your computer and eating Papa John's. So guys, so we're going to try to keep opening ceremonies short and sweet so we can get to the fun. I'm going to go through our room right now. Our, oh God, poor guy. Director of Operations, do you have anything that you need to say to them? No. Awesome, this is working out well. Artist Relations, what? We don't talk to them about the secrets.
But if they get your autograph...
Shut up. Oh. No, give me that. Director of Artist Relations, Dealer's Den, Artist Deli, do you have any announcements on that? If not, I have a few for you.
No, so go ahead and tell me what I have to announce.
Guys, Artist Deli is open. It is a first come, first serve right now. There are 2 chairs taken. There are still more to go. Once they are filled up, that will be it. As people stand up, that's the normal rules. These are actually that comfy that I forgot it was in until somebody screamed in my ear. Artist Alley, if you would like a table there, Artist Alley, there are still seats. Feel free to head over there right after opening ceremonies, take a seat, and enjoy yourself. That being said, dealers, if you have not been to Dealer's Den yet, we are still obviously allowing the load-in process. That'll be going on all day. Dealer's Den will open at 1 o'clock. We're making opening ceremony short and sweet. However, Dealer's Den does not open till 1. Thank you guys very much for that. Scott is a Director of Registration.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys have had a pretty painless registration process. We've been trying to keep things moving. We, like Alkali said, and I know Alkali is known to exaggerate, but I'm absolutely never, absolutely definitely not. We are actually on track to pass last year's numbers by like 30 seconds from me finishing this sentence, so that's pretty impressive. We're getting tons of super sponsors and donations, and we just live for your support, so thanks.
Hey, how long was that? 6 minutes. 6 minutes for the F-bomb? New record. Our Director of Programming, Nemi, can you tell us what we screwed up in the convoke?
Yeah.
It's everything, by the way.
The worst of it, everybody, if this actually works. If you go to Friday evening for your programming inside of the pocket schedule, the black bar at the top has the hours for the afternoon instead of the evening. If you look at the rest of the page, you'll see 6 o'clock to midnight or 1 o'clock, but at the top it says 12 o'clock. GM 101, 102, 103, that's not happening at 12 o'clock, obviously.
Right.
So just make that little mental note in there, cross out the top bar, make sure you look at the rest. As far as that's all the big, huge printing errors. But we have a lot of really awesome programming here. We've got a lot of how-tos. We've got the live-action dungeon that we're going to be running most of the weekend, and lots of other things happening, as well as Artemis with 2 bridges this year. So it's pretty exciting.
So as far as a few other programming announcements, I just want to turn it over to the few people that will be running some of our major programming this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has been my friend for years. You might have recognized him last year as Wheels, the Gimp. And I'm going to call you Gimp for the rest of the weekend, by the way. But he prefers Wheels, so that's... Guys, this gentleman has been running Nero with me for years. He has brought the live dungeon to our con, and I really hope all of you get a chance to see it. To give you a brief explanation of what it is, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce Steve.
Dungeon is located right next to the Dealer's Den, and it's going to be kind of a first come first served basis to sign up for a specific time slot. It takes about an hour to go through, and unfortunately for safety reasons, if you have a full suit on, you're not going to be able to go through because you can't see who you're swinging your sword at. They can't see, it just, we tried to figure a way to make that work, and it really wouldn't. Also, if you're wearing a full suit and you're running around all that, you're going to just keel over and die. I mean, we overheat in general as it is without wearing something covering 100% of our skin. So, if you're interested in doing that, I'm sure there's parts, especially the helmet or the headpiece that can come off that, so that we can accommodate you going. So, there is enough interest though that I believe that each person's only going to be able to go through once. So if you want to go through more than once, you can go through as like an adventurer, or you can come and help us and be one of the monsters. So you can always come and be a monster.
Why are you applying for monsters? No one said anything for adventurers. We're all assholes. Yeah.
So that's basically it. If you want to know more information, we're going to be there setting it up for the rest of the afternoon. You can sign up, and then any questions, just ask us. All right. Thanks.
Steve, thank you very much. Some of the other people that you're going to get to know this weekend, guys, our special guest. He was here last year. His paneling is unbelievable. His comedy is unparalleled. Ladies and gentlemen, in the back of the room, Pandas! Be back, clear yourself. Next up, if you guys have seen the convoke, if you have seen your badges, which I hope some of you have, if you've seen the little dragons that wandered out into the hallway and planted themselves above the doors, If you've basically seen anything except for the con poster that looks pretty. Guys, last year we made a decision to not choose an artist of honor before the convention. We wanted to come to the convention because this convention is about the Wisconsin community. We walked into the artist alley and we were blown away. You can't cry, or I'm gonna cry.
That's gonna be my countdown so I cry.
Okay, we have to wait.
3, 2,
Ladies and gentlemen, the artist of honor, Nixie, please. Your art amuses me. It is
I try.
It is awesome. It is awesome. And it is my terrified and proud pleasure to introduce you to our guest of honor this year. We despised each other when we met each other the first time in the fandom, and that is not a joke. We actually hated each other. And then we learned we hated each other because we're just kind of both assholes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud pleasure to present somebody who has been entertaining the fandom for longer than even I have, somebody who I have nothing but the utmost respect for, and somebody who helps out not only the fandom, but the community. Shut up! The community surrounding it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord of all trolls. May I introduce you to Fur. Fur, stand up! Stand up! On your feet! On your I despise you. Oh, really?
That's been there since last time.
Everything that you do angers me. That's why he's the guest of honor, because of everything he does. It says Lich's Brew on it. Love you. All right, guys, last few people to introduce. Our charity, did they make it into the room? Charity?
Their truck is outside.
I know, they're still setting up outside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our charity this year is the same as last year. It is the, I think we got one. Ladies and gentlemen, our charity! Guys, they are an incredibly worthwhile cause. They will be outside of our main events almost the entire weekend. A lot of the panels that we do are for charity. So please, when you come, remember what they're there for, talk to them, visit their table. You know, usually this would be the part where we say give, and that's not necessary because we're Furbies and we're insane. So I have no doubt that all of you guys are going to treat our charity the same way that you've treated every charity I've ever seen, with open hearts and open arms. Ladies and gentlemen, the charity with their dog. Oh my God, so cute! As they made the time, as the dog
Sorry, I'm
pulls the
late.
microphone.
He gave me a false alarm. We had to go outside. Oh, we're good. You can try. This is Diesel. Diesel will be here today. I'm not sure if he's going to be here tomorrow. But we have several adoptable animals. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you guys choosing us as your charity of choice last year and this year. And we hope you have an awesome convention. If you have any questions, we have volunteers and myself who can help answer them. Again, I can't thank you enough. That's it.
Guys, another person that you should know, our official con photographer. I know I saw you. Right over there. Aha. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our con photographer. He's amazing and just unreal. Everything that you do, thank you guys very much. They will be setting up. Oh, thank God. Okay. There is a mistake. We forgot. There is a mistake in the programming guide. Photography has really upped their game this year and informed me that, hey, a room isn't big enough. And I cried in joy, and then cried because we had to change the schedule. So, if you guys look at your pocket schedule, you will see the fursuit photos. They will now be taking place after the parade. After the parade will be the big group photo,
6 hours
and will be the normal fursuit photos. They will be happening in main events in the back of this room. So once again, please pass that along. We will, of course, announce it throughout the weekend. but the parade is still in the same place. Fursuit photo shoot is in this room directly after the Fursuit parade. Also in this room, after the parade, is going to be the big group Fursuit photo. Okay, I just need to reiterate that that is different than what it says in the con book. So thank you very much, you guys, to our con photographer. Thank you very much. All right, and the last one is just a thank you to everyone who's going to volunteer, everyone who's on staff. You'll get to know them throughout the convention, and we'll introduce them all at closing ceremonies. But guys, when you see people with a staff badge, when you see people with a volunteer badge, I say the same thing every year. We can only do so much up here. They are the people that keep the con running at the con. I can't do this without you guys. And already, I have given out enough volunteer ribbons that we're worried about running out. That is amazing. Guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much. The last two departments, that was everything for programming, so we go over to finance. Finance, do you have anything to say to them?
Money, yeah. All of the money. More money, more power. More money, more power.
Finance is good at what he does.
Are you gonna run around trying to collect taxes?
Are you gonna have more than a one-word answer? You're the reason I drink. And finally, the Director of Technology, ladies and gentlemen, Dragor. He's a lizard for lizards and nymphs.
So I don't think any of the tech has set on fire yet, so yeah. We're in Wisconsin, I have to try it.
Yeah, Wisconsin!
Cheese!
Okay, that was for cheese. Beer. Go Bears! Thank you, Chicagoans.
Packers?
Split in half.
So now to get to the fun part. All right, sponsors and super sponsors. Fighters, give me a cheer. Wizards, give me a cheer. Clerics, give me a cheer. Rogues, give me a cheer. Rogues, you failed the test. Apparently, rogues should be quiet. And one last thing. I looked out in the audience. Now, this is just in my experience. I've actually had people who run conventions tell me how pointless a con theme is. Thank you. Everyone who is wearing a costume for this theme, could you come stand up front? We want a picture of this because I have all of their email addresses and I'm sending this to them. Look at this! Look at this! No, we're not doing a petting ceremony at the con. Because everyone's already doing those behind closed doors. Oh my God, this is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, your cosplayers for the weekend that is just going to grow as we go. Guys, the people are getting into the theme. Give them a round of applause. Guys, the reason we do a theme, the reason we had fighter rogue tags, the reason for all this is so that all of you can get into the spirit of this convention. When we first when we first started doing this con, the first thing we came up with was this one, a D&D style thing. We waited a year because we weren't sure if we could do it right the first year. And just seeing this up here, I think we nailed it. I am so pleased with what you guys have done. What am I killing? Guys, the theme is in position to enhance your stay. We want you guys to have a good time, and remember, that's the whole point of this. If anything is ever wrong, your board of directors is sitting up here at this table. Find one of us. We have radios. I don't know why I'm holding this already.
Why not?
Guys, we are here for you. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I declare Fursquared 2015 open! Enjoyed the gifts. Please register. Dealer's Den opens 1 o'clock. Ceremony starts open at 1 o'clock. The next panel in here is going to be, so this is your first convention. Enjoy Fursquared 2015!